Hi everybody, I'm James,
And I'm Grace.
and welcome to the James and Grace Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and
Leave us a comment if you like.
all right. This one's about uh, a crazy phenomenon called man-childism. Yeah. To put it in layman's terms, man-childism is a lazy dude. Okay. Okay. Yeah. A man-childism is a young man, like he got to 20 something years old and still living at home. You know,
Yeah.
they usually don't have a father figure around or nothing like that. They're raised by their mother. Not saying that mothers don't raise their kids right, but it's a terrible thing when they don't want to do nothing. See, the thing is, they don't want to go to school. They don't want to go to school, and they always. This is in America now.
In America.
Yeah, this is in America. You know, they're inspiring rappers. You know, rap. They want to. They say they're gonna be a rap artist, and stuff like that, and it never falls through. It never falls through. You know, so. And they lay up at their mom's house until they get 30 or 40 something years old.
Oh.
You know, so that's a terrible thing to be a man child like that.
Also, I thought in America once the child will turn 18.
Yeah, usually you kick him out.
Yeah.
That's if the father is there.
Oh.
If the father is there, the father would mostly get him out of the house. You know. The father would stay on his butt until he get tired and then he leave on his own. But that's it. They stay.
When if only a mama.
Yeah.
So the mama they let stay at the house until they let turn 18, 20 and up.
Yeah, to 30, 40 something years old. You know. Some people, some kids have babies at the house. You know, they bring their girls over to the house and stuff like that, and get them pregnant in your house. You know, that's not good. Is it like that out here?
Oh yeah. Like here, they let their the mama they let their son like over 20, 25 like that. They let their son with their a girlfriend over in their house, and
oh my goodness,
they let them stay in there with a pregnant girlfriend like that.
Yeah.
I thought not in U.S.
No, yeah, they do that in the U.S. too. They do it a lot of times in the U.S. Now it's a lot of them that don't do that, but still there's a lot of them that does it. But it's more that do it than don't do it, you know.
But other parents here, they does like once they a son grow up like 20, they tell them that it's you need to find a job and get your own place.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Because once you have a family, you stand up to your own, you know, be independent.
Yeah. That's the way it's supposed to be. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be in the real world. But in their world, it's fantasy. They want to make fast money. That's what it is. They want to make their money real fast. So they want to be rappers or sell drugs or something like that. You know, so they want to make the fast money. They don't want to get out and work and just make a little money at a time and save it, you know. But you know, you sit up there. I myself have told people that I started working when I was like 16, 15, 16.
Maybe they do drugs. That's influence of their friends like that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
See, they listen to their friends before they listen to you, to the parents.
Sometimes the influence of their friends.
Yeah, peer pressure, you know, but no matter what you tell them, they won't leave the house.
And
You know.
then once they get a problem, parents, they call the parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or they get out in the streets and then get in trouble.
Mhm.
Then they call you. Then they
Yeah.
call you.
Yeah.
Mama, mama.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Yeah.
I won't do that again.
Yeah.
Help me, Mama.
Yeah. So that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to grow some and get those guys out of there. You know, get your kids. I don't care, man. They're from you. They're your child, but they're not a child anymore.
Mhm.
You know, when they get 20 something years old, they're old enough then
Yeah.
to get out and fend for themselves. You know, but I know it may be different here.
It's same.
It's-
Like me, I have son.
Yeah.
I always talk to him,
Yeah,
Mm.
but
But now I understand because no school, they stay at home. I understand.
yeah,
Mm.
but when they get 20 years old,
Mhm.
they better have something in their mind
Yeah.
what they're going to do.
Mhm.
You know, have something. Either they continue their education, either they get in the military,
Mhm.
or get out the house,
Yeah.
get a job.
Yeah. If they are freshman, like, they can get a basic job.
Yeah.
You know?
Get a basic job and
Mhm.
stuff and work.
Mhm.
Make some money. You know, make your own money and stop
Yeah.
living up under your parents. You know, stop living up under your parents because that's not a good thing. You know. See, a lot of these dudes, they get out there and get out there and drink, get
Oh.
arrested,
Mhm.
and get in trouble or get beat up by some other guys
Mhm.
or something like that. And then the first person who they gonna come to you
Yeah.
because you've been saving your money. You've been saving your money,
Mhm.
but you don't want to save it to spend it all on your kids. You know, because they're in the hospital because they got their butt beat out there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But this man-childism is crazy phenomenon, you know. And I don't think we can solve it because first of all, there's not enough jobs out for them to get, you know. Then they're not qualified for jobs, you know.
Yeah, they're not qualified if they're
Yeah.
undergrad.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they don't have requirements like the diploma.
yeah.
Of course.
They don't have no diploma, no nothing. So, man, it's crazy, man. And it's a sad case. It's sad when that happens, you know. They can't get a job, so they get out and try to do something illegal.
Mhm.
And then they're gone.
Mhm.
And then they call you. They keep calling you from jail.
Mhm.
Put some money on my books. Put some money on my books. I need food here. Nobody's giving us enough food here. I can't eat that food here.
Uh-huh.
You know, but you had all the food in the world before you went there
Mhm.
at your parents' house. I don't know, man.
Mhm.
But we need to get these young men out there and get them out there on their own. They need to be out on their own. You know, instead of
Yeah.
living out under their mama in their mama's basement or in a room in their house and got the room all junked up and
Yeah.
eating stuff and putting plates on the kitchen sink and stuff like that.
Yeah. It
No.
wasn't right.
No. You need to get out and let
Yeah.
your mom.
That's why my son, I don't let him stay here with me. Then I told him to, once he finishes school, find a basic job. Start a basic job.
At least try to get a basic job.
Mm.
You know, try to get something. You know, instead of laying up on your mama or laying up on your mom and your dad and you need change and stuff. Can I have change? What you need change for?
Mm.
Because I want to go down to the store and get some popsicles and stuff like that. Man, come on, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, man, that's all I got to say about it, man. But it's got to stop. It's got to stop. And the only way we can stop it is to push for them to create more jobs out here. And well, I don't know about the Philippines, but I know in America they need more jobs up there.
Like other parents, they does that. You know, they push their son, their daughters like that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
You need to be independent.
Yes. Be independent. You know, if like I told mine, if you don't like the way I rule my household, get out there and get your own house. Get out there and get your own house. You know, and then you rule your house the way you want to rule it.
Yeah.
But here you're gonna clean up. You're gonna clean up and stuff like that, and you're not gonna lay around all day.
Because once you get your own house, you can do anything what you want.
Yeah. When you get your own house, you can tear everything up, throw stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, that's on you. You know, but all right, you guys, that's it for me, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, and
leave us a comment if you like.
all right, and hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time we drop another video. And share. Share our videos with your family. Share our videos with your friends. Share our videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Peace. Adios. Salamat.
Salamat.
All right.